What's up, everybody? It's your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. Drop your city and state in the chat. I already see some of you talking about when am I coming to your city, baby? If you in San Antonio, if you don't drive on up here to see me at the boat party, August August 19th and 20th this year, we're having a whole winery and a boat on that Saturday. So I had to bring someone on who is the specialist, who just got a big contract. We'll talk about it. Um, Asia Denson. Construction. Award winning construction. Talk to us, introduce yourself to the audience real quick for us.
Good evening. You had to look at the time. What up, though, everybody? I am Asia Denson, owner of Denson Construction Services and the Detroit Property Shop here in Detroit, Michigan. I am a licensed and insured contractor. I'll be licensed 10 years this August. Kind of went by fast. I've been in construction since 2010-ish,
Hmm.
I think. I went to Jackson State. I got a master's in construction
Wait,
management.
back that up. Back that up. You said you went to school where?
I went to the Jackson State University.
D.
Home two Tigers. And
Is
I got
that
my
that is that black guy,
with the football genius.
with the
Sanders.
football?
Man, you see how many people that went to the NFL like this year from from HBCUs and
Oh
Gerald.
yeah, my hometown Fayetteville. They about to they already asked, can we put some money up for a billboard? I'm like, any day, sure. Come
Yeah,
through.
that's dope. They said it ain't been like that since I forgot how long, but it's been a minute.
Because we have TV and internet and everybody recording stuff on Instagram, like you can't say you didn't see the talent. You know what I'm saying? Like you just it's too many cameras, it's too much internet, it's too much video. Think about it. If you somebody in a little small town and you like, you know what? I'm gonna drive over to Jackson, Mississippi. I'm gonna
Mhm.
record the games, put it up on YouTube. Somebody gonna see it, right? And you gonna make your little coins off YouTube, and somebody gonna see it. So that's just how
That's,
I look at it.
but that's how it used to be like back in what probably the 80s and beforehand. They had to go to the HBCUs to get the talent. So
Hmm.
yeah,
People don't really realize we really haven't integrated colleges to like the 90s. And even then, so it's really just the football players, sports teams, and a bare minimum 20%. Once you got 20%, you had to stop. You could stop offering the minority scholarships, and so that's what schools focused on.
but depending on your state, because Michigan got rid of that affirmative action law like a couple years ago here.
Well, no, it's not even affirmative action. It's like when your school got to 20%, they didn't have to offer minority scholarships because you weren't a minority no more.
Oh,
Yeah, it's real crazy. And that's at predominantly white schools, of course. But when you go to historically black college and you Asian, you're going for free.
thanks.
so, so you're out here in Detroit, and I just had to say, Detroit popped up in the news some more. Sometimes for bad, sometimes for good, but this one's for good. And it had Angela Yee with her very special Chinese self up there. She dropped. Now they started it off talking about how she dropped 2.8 million on a Bed-Stuy brownstone, but see, people didn't pay attention to the beginning part of the conversation. She had 5 properties, right? So
Mm-hmm.
a lot of times people go, "Hey, this person just bought this $1 million place," but wait, how did she buy this $1 million place? She had 5 real estate properties: two in Detroit, Michigan, three in Brooklyn, and that last one, it makes the third in Brooklyn. She had assets in other places. That's how she was able to afford the real estate in Brooklyn. And so people kind of skip over that. And I'm like, no. This is how people do it. This is how you have families that live in New York and Miami and very expensive places. They own real estate in what? Cheaper markets. So talk to us, Asia, about that Detroit.
Well, Angelique, I know she's been investing here for a minute. Her and DJ Envy, and I
Hmm.
seen a clip about. I haven't seen the whole interview on Access or Reliability show, but the clip I seen, she was talking about the Detroit Land Bank, which I always
Hmm.
talk about as well. And how she bought a house for $1,000. I think the house that she was buying was back in like the Boston Edison and the North End neighborhoods, because
Hmm.
she owned them for some years, and now I think they was worth over 400,000, and those numbers are definitely true. I know in a lot of her interviews, she talk about a lot of bad contractors that she experienced, unfortunately.
Hmm.
And I tell people bad contractors don't have no celebrity status. Nothing, it don't matter.
They come for
Anybody,
everybody.
anybody can get got, and unfortunately, she did. One of the good contractors that does work for her, I personally know, he's a real good guy. Like he is killing it in Detroit. Like he doing ground up construction here. Ohio, and he got billboards all over the city too. So I was like, oh, you know, you made it when you got billboards, especially if you black. You made it, you know, technically. But yeah, she been investing here for a minute. A lot of people sent it to me, like you tagged me in it. A whole lot of people tagged it and sent it to me. I'm like, I've been telling y'all this. I guess now that a celebrity is telling y'all this, now y'all think it's y'all believe it. The thing is, the amount of money that she spent on houses, you're not really getting that no more. To get
Mhm.
the same kind of values, not it depends on what neighborhood you in, and as long as you can wait and hold it out. Because like the North End is already there, Boston Edison is there. Now we get into like LaSalle Gardens and Atkinson divisions and stuff like that. In those neighborhoods in Morningside, like where my flip Big Orange is, those numbers are starting to get there. Right now, stuff is selling over there between 150 and 265, and
Mhm.
you purchasing a house around like 50, but you gonna put 150, probably 185 into it because the houses are so massive, they're so old. We got 100+ year old houses here in Detroit, and they need full overhaul, especially if y'all cousins and them don't went in there and took everything.
One of the biggest things I thought I pulled it up, but I can't find it on my computer. It was a drone shot of downtown. It was like the baseball stadium and something else.
Mm-hmm.
And what people don't understand is they poured billions of dollars into Detroit,
Yep.
and mostly the downtown, in my opinion, just in my opinion. And what ends up happening is people were like, I want to go to where the cheap property's at. And I was one of them. But to me, the investment was closer to downtown. Any downtown in America right now, they are putting money into it. They're trying to revive it. They're trying to make it hold value. You know,
Mm-hmm.
um, part of what I see your comments in the cat chat, but I'll just say it this way: 88% of people, according to the IRS, live within 1 hour of their mother. So when
That,
people say, why don't people want to live in Detroit? Because their mama lived there, because their grandma there, because somebody they know is there, because their family's there, because rent's $800. Any of those reasons, right?
yep.
So go ahead.
Well, the thing is, like, they started downtown probably like right before the market crash, and then once we started coming out of bankruptcy, downtown was like the first area that really seen the numbers go up. Like, I know people who had buildings down there, $100,000, and when the market started getting better, they sold it for over $1 million. And then that
Mhm.
just keep happening. Then you got Dan Gilbert who just came in and bought everything that the Illich family didn't own, pretty much. Because this is like Detroit is the Illich family. City basically, and a lot of reason why Black Detroit support the Mike Illich family so much is because they were one of the first major white corporations in the city to hire felons, which
Mhm.
was Black people, and get them like a nice living wage. So like Black Detroit gonna always ride for the Illich family. Like you is not gonna talk about them.
Mhm.
But Dan Gilbert, he's done a lot for Detroit and Cleveland, of course. So once they started downtown, the first neighborhood right outside of downtown is Brush Park, Southwest Detroit, Mexican Town, and the North End, Midtown. Like all those neighborhoods is literally within a 5 minute drive, either going north, east, south, or west of downtown. So once that got straight, people was paying, let's say, 2, 3 grand a month for rent downtown. So first you're gonna hit the first neighborhood that's surrounding your local downtown because they work in downtown, they got families, but they not trying to be no 4 people living in a 2 bedroom loft or something like that. So then they
Mhm.
start in the neighborhoods. And then after that neighborhood, the wave just kept spreading. So like I kept telling people to start investing in the North End back in 2012 up until 2018. And I was like, all right, the next neighborhood after the North End is going to be LaSalle Gardens because LaSalle Gardens and Atkinson is right before you get to Boston Edison. That's where you got the basically the mini mansions in Detroit that Angelique was buying in that you could buy for like 50 grand or $100,000 when the market crashed, and now they worth over $500,000. So after that, then you got what's that? Because Detroit has 2 cities within the city, which is Hamtramck and Highland Park. So once the North End numbers started coming up, I was like, hey y'all, buy Highland Park because Highland Park is literally right up against the North End. You're getting a Boston Edison size house, but you're not paying Boston Edison money. Well, at least not yet.
Mhm.
So the wave just keep coming and coming and then it's spreading. So basically everything 94 going downtown is either getting gentrified or becoming gentrified. And then everything that's on the outskirts of Detroit that borders another city. So you got certain west side neighborhoods that border Redford, Dearborn Heights and stuff like that. So the whole city is basically ended up gentrified. And another thing I've been noticing here the last probably year or two
And
is
we're on the land bank page for those who are asking. We're on the land bank page.
yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
So one thing I noticed is the crime in Detroit. Now we always had crime. We're an urban city. We're gonna have that. But what I've been noticing is that the crime in Detroit is getting more isolated, and then the crime in the suburban cities is getting like how Detroit used to be, because you got kind of like a reverse migration going on. You got all the black people leaving Detroit, and then you got all other communities coming to Detroit every single day, because the size of the house you're going to get for what you're paying, you're not going to be able to get when you cross 8 Mile. So
Mhm.
that's one big thing I'm really been noticing lately. I'm like, I want to do everybody else see this, because I keep telling people, once y'all leave Detroit, you're not going to be able to afford to come back. Detroit used to be a 80-90% black home ownership. I
Mhm.
think they said 50 or 60% of Detroit is renters now, which is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the nation, across the nation, black people are 60% renters everywhere we go, except
Yeah.
for like parts of South Carolina, parts of North Carolina. I don't know even Wakanda, Atlanta, black people really are only 24% ownership within the city of Atlanta. It's all the extra sides of Atlanta that they own a little bit more. So it's one of those things where you see um it to me, and I'll put it this way. What got me when I went to visit Asia, y'all, in 2018, y'all know we got them old pictures on the internet. Is
Yeah.
I was meeting NFL football players and
Mhm.
California black people dropping money on real estate in Detroit.
Yep.
Nice areas. And I was like, you got football players buying 10 properties at a time here in this city.
Yep.
Yet you can't even convince the people who live in the city to buy in the city. And what you'll notice if you look everywhere else in the whole United States, if you don't own nothing, you don't have no pool in that city.
Facts.
We Nobody's gonna say anything to the Muslim population in Dearborn or Detroit ever,
No.
ever, or the Greeks. The downtown is called Greek Town. Who
Well,
said something to the Greeks?
Well, that's the thing though, and I keep telling people like with the refugees and stuff, like Detroit is a melting pot. We have every culture right here in the city. And I've been telling people, I'm like, pay attention to where all this money that Biden is giving people. It's coming right here to the city. They have programs right now. If your house is up to code, rent ready, and can pass a 2022 building inspector, they are paying you up to a year's worth of rent up front. I've already done talked to these people. They like, well, how many properties you got? I'm like, I got a few. I just need money to rehab. So they like, well, what if we can help with the rehab? And I'm like, I rent to y'all, because they are willing to pay 1.5 to 2 times the amount of rent. So if you charge them 800 a month, now you can get almost 2 grand a month for the same house. If you furnish the house, they're gonna pay you more money. If you put appliances in there, they're gonna pay you more money. So what you think gonna happen to the black Detroiters that's already rented? Y'all gonna keep getting pushed out. Y'all already want to be professional tenants and don't want to pay rent. That's a whole nother story.
Girl, I can't.
Right?
For somebody in the chat said, "What are the jobs in Detroit?" There's 170,000 jobs available in Detroit right now, and
Yeah.
if you look down this list on Indeed, like there's article after article, it's investment, it's banking, it's insurance, it's plant workers, it's everything. Same thing. I had the same thoughts when I went to Cleveland. Like, what's here? Cleveland has this huge engineering background, medical training facilities, and they're the biggest bottling manufacturer in the Midwest. So
Yeah.
stuff that you wouldn't even know, like they filmed Wakanda movie there. Like those movie scenes you thought you saw in other places, no, they were filmed in Cleveland.
Mhm.
So,
Well,
so
Detroit
go ahead.
job market is popping because, and the sad part about a lot of the jobs that people not getting in Detroit, you don't even
Mhm.
need like all this 4 year degree. They have so many free programs here to get you to get your GED, to get a 2 year degree from any community college, or get some of these training certificates to go get these jobs, and we're not filling them out. The only argument I can see is like, okay, we don't know. All right, so now you do know, you still ain't filling it out. Just
Yeah.
like the whole thing with the taxes. Like a lot of people, I think you sent it to me and some other people about the $100 million. That's true. That's a
Mhm.
fact. Detroit actually did that, and look at what happening now. So what the city did, they was like, if we pay y'all back, that's going to bankrupt us again, which is true. So what they've been doing is they're waiving people's taxes. Do you know how many people I sent that paperwork to and they will not fill it out? All you got to do is you just have to keep reapplying every 2 years, and as long as that house stays in your family, you don't pay any property tax. So I'm like, oh, y'all like paying taxes, because I got the taxes waived on my mama's house. So
And I always use your mama's house as the example. The house beside your mom was going for 11,000, and
bruh,
she asked you, "Did you want to buy it?"
that's
And
my only regret, because I didn't know what I know now, and she had just retired, got her settlement because some other stuff happened at her job, Like my mama she rolling it. She was rolling
I
it
know,
though.
but I just thought 11 grand. I'm like, Asia, let's buy that shit and you move next door. Excuse my language, y'all. I'm not trying to be in the
No, you
out of control.
straight, but I didn't know what I know now. This was 2011, 2012 when that happened.
You
Like
or your sister could live next door.
rented it, and I got
Yeah,
dealing with what we dealing with now next door, but that's another topic. But
yeah, yeah,
the houses in my mom on our street right now is worth 400,000. My mom paid 70 grand for this house, brand new construction. And how we found out about this house, I was watching TV, the
yeah.
little local neighborhood channel, and they was like, "Hey, we're building these new houses in this neighborhood for single parents." And I was like, "Hey, mom, go apply for this." This was back in like '99, and they built
Hmm.
up the whole neighborhood. Now houses over here 400,000. They turned the school down the street into luxury penthouse suites. All those sold for like $1.2 million on my
Hmm.
street. And I knew something was happening in our neighborhood back in 15. It was a Section 8 building on the corner. Summer 2016, everybody was gone. I'm like, ain't nobody renew their lease. Like, what's going on?
They put them out.
Guess what they are now? $300,000 condos.
And see, it's part of why I bring you on, and I always use your mom's house as an example. Is I go, y'all, anything real close to downtown, they
Yep.
trying to make a border around it. It's called
Mm-hmm.
an economic moat, and I know y'all don't understand what that means. But when I say they gonna put y'all in the Badlands, when we talk about Atlanta, they putting y'all in Macon. Macon ain't bad, but Macon is a good 45-minute drive without traffic. But
Yeah.
they gonna put y'all where, yeah, you want Section 8 vouchers, you want stuff, you gonna be up and over there. So I just use this as Indeed right here. All this is Indeed. I just typed in jobs in Detroit. It literally gave me 170,000 job options, y'all. So, when people say, what type of jobs? What kind of jobs? They're jobs. I mean, you just got to be able to qualify. Okay. So
Right.
that's part of
And the qualifications be simple: pass a drug test. Boom.
it.
That's 50%.
Can you read? Can you write?
Can you
Can you do
pass?
administrative work?
Right? Can you pass this basic GED or equivalent test? That's the other issue. Like I think
Mhm,
Detroit got one of the highest functioning illiterates
mhm.
numbers in the
I
country.
think y'all are right up there. I think Baltimore might beat y'all though.
I don't know if that's good or bad. Like
That's the sad part. That shows you the testament, unfortunately. And I'm gonna say this with a caveat. Y'all went to court against the school system in Michigan, and they got all the way to Supreme Court. Supreme Court said the teacher, it's not the teacher's job to teach your child how to read.
nope.
And people were like, I can't believe this. Again, y'all don't understand the society that we're building. When they had all them kids home, for the virtual learning,
Mm-hmm.
there's teachers all over the United States quitting because they're like, I'm basically training a whole grade below me to get this child up. So what was the child doing all year, child?
Slim.
Chilling, watching, playing games, goofing off. My nephew gets to stand in front of his classroom. Him and this girl take turns standing in front of their classroom and reading a book out loud because all the other kids are doing makeup work. And at first, because we kept saying he getting all these awards, is this baby stealing stickers? What's going on? And then the lady's like, "No, I'm so sorry. Is he complaining? I won't let him do it no more." And I was like, "No, we just trying to figure out what's going on at this school." And the principal was like, "Well, we were just allowing him and the other little girl to read to all the kids." And she asked us, "How did he learn to read so well?" And this is an Asian teacher. We're like, "Baby, on demand. When you type on the TV, he had to spell out everything he wanted to watch. He didn't get to just watch TV. We made it a job."
Not only that, you have a family around him who actually cares about his education and well being, who made sure that he could read. Like I remember
Girl,
in the grocery store, my mama reading the vegetables and like just little stuff like that. All
yeah.
that helps, and like counting out the change and stuff like that when it was
Mhm.
time to pay for stuff, holding up the line. I was that kid counting out all them pennies, but all that little stuff is like life lessons and stuff like that. But like I keep telling people, once they fix DPS, Detroit Public School System, for those that don't know, that's the last missing piece. Once that is fixed, it's a wrap. You are not, if you black, going to be able to afford to come back to Detroit as a homeowner or a renter. Curb Detroit had an article out last year. Was like, what can $2,500 a month get you in Detroit? Excuse me, $2,500 is
A month? Mhm.
a month, like every 30 days. What? And this wasn't even just downtown. This was starting to get into the neighborhoods. Like
Mhm.
if I rent my mom's house out right now, I can get 3 grand a month easy.
Yeah.
So we right by Belle Isle, which is the island within Detroit. That's where the Grand Prix and stuff like that is, and all the type of Ironman races. We
Mhm.
less than 6 minutes from downtown. I'm another minutes from Grosse Point. We have very good schools in our neighborhood. Like we're in Island View West Village. Right now, over here, a house that's fully gutted going for 100 grand. And you still gotta put another two into it.
Agent, someone has this question, and there's
Yes.
193 people here. If you're liking the show, if you're enjoying the content, drop a one in the comments or hit the like button. The likes are free. Jesus paid it all. All you got to do is hit the likes, okay? So the credit solution says, I see people near Bay City, MI, Michigan, selling and moving to Section 8 properties I audit for. Okay, she the feds. Everybody stop typing. She the feds.
All right. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute, the feds. Does she does she buy in that area at all?
Bay City is not for people of this color, so I don't go up there. So no, I might pass through there going to I think that's like on the way to Chicago or somewhere, maybe Grand Rapids, but that's not too good for my kind. So no.
So I always tell people in caveats that when I was driving across, I-10, I was going through, redneck Florida. I would stop someplace and be like, "Sweetheart, sweetie, how you doing?" And I'd be like, "Me? Are you talking to me?" And like, and what ends up happening is some areas have historic reasons why we don't buy there. And so I always tell people research areas before you just go, "I'm gonna buy somewhere." It's like,
Wait a minute.
hey, wait a minute.
Yep.
Hold on. But like there's parts of East Texas, like there's I'm here in Austin, Texas, and people hate this because I brought this up and some white ladies were like, "What?" But it's a place called Taylor, Texas, where they're building the Samsung. They had the Klan there and ran all the black people out. They even had developers try to go talk to people and they ran them up off the property. Right? And same thing happened in Florence. Klan was there. So you'll see these places that have present 0.0000% black people, and then the next county over has all the black people. There's a reason for that, y'all.
Mm,
So it's always study an area. You could be the first to own there. You just might not, you just might want to research places. That's all. But thank you, Credit Solutions, for finding, that's a random place. But I'm like, thank you for sharing it.
yeah, that's not for me. But that's like you got a lot of cities like that too. Like people buy the neighboring city over, or they just
Hmm.
have somebody front. Like hey, like I'm the front for a lot of others that invest here. Like, oh, who are you? Or I'm just the person that opened the door. I'm the help. Now you got so,
None of your business who I am.
so if you black and you buying in them neighborhoods, you probably can, but just have somebody else go and be like, look, I need you to open the door or something like that, so they think you the owner or something. It's unfortunate, but you got to do that with appraisers too.
Listen, if people keep saying I'm being dramatic about the appraisers, Tim Jackson, I told Tim Jackson, if he spends a year getting these boys into appraiser academy, I'll pay for it. I don't know how or where, but if we got to raise cash, cash to climb, sponsors to buy these boys being appraisers, something, because the appraiser thing is getting out of control. And they keep changing the rules now. They keep saying, well, you got to follow another appraiser for a year before you can just go out and do your own thing. And I'm like, that's just a way to justify these white people doing silly stuff
Hmm.
that and they got caught. That's all that is.
That's just like with being a licensed builder up here. They just kept moving the goalposts. Oh, now you gotta have good credit. Now you
Hmm.
can't have no felonies. But prior to probably 2010, ain't none of that matter.
Yeah, and so that's what you have. You have people moving the goalposts, and so you have to be aware. Like there's a like so here's part of what I told you, Asia, and I told you some of this off the phone. When I went to go get 100% financing to build this new construction, they were gun ho. They're like, yeah, yeah. They're like, do you have any experience? I said no. Do you know the GC? I said, yeah. Is he illegal? I said no. He's a GC license. They said, go partner with him. Go put him on a piece of paper with you, like a LLC. Go create it and put it together. I said, whoa, what? He said, if you had experience, 2 or 3 houses, we wouldn't care. But if you don't have experience, you need to partner. It'll help you get all these loans 100%. So in my mind, I'm thinking about all the people out here who are out here partnering. But imagine if you're a black person, you have nobody to partner with.
Hmm.
It's a way to keep people out of the game. There's levels to it. And that's why I don't discuss it so much on the YouTube channel, because you can see the bias in the system. And it's like, now I understand why some of them teach, hey, if you go by the land lot, you control who's the GC and who comes on the property and what time slots. They can't tell you what to do. And I was like, I see why the Hispanic guys were doing it this way.
Hmm.
You just learn so much, but there's a lot of bias in our systems that people try to play like it's not.
Unfortunate truth. But like people be wanting to build here. Okay, so let's go back to this Angelique thing. So of course in the comments people was talking junk like, here you go supporting outsiders invest in Detroit. I was like, oh, I'm not the one that had that argument with because I'm about to win. I was like, what was you doing in 2012? Oh, I was
Where? Yeah, where were you at?
right. Where was you at? How much was your tax return? If it was over $500, you could have bought 10 houses on the same street for $500 a piece. I did it. I bought houses for $500, $600. I was broke. Now, if I had the sense I had now and the money I have now, then I would have kept them, been paid, but I had to build my bank up. I was like, so I don't want to hear if you, Pookie, your cousin and them, your auntie and them all got a $10,000 tax return, you could have bought a whole block in Detroit from 2008 to 2014. $500 per house. You wouldn't have been able to rehab them, but you at least own the deed to them. And if you couldn't pay the taxes, you at least had 3 years to get on the tax payment plan.
Hmm.
So I'm like, Detroit has always been a black city. We had this city in our hand, and we didn't do what we were supposed to do with it. So I don't know why y'all get mad. If anything, ask them, could you be their tenant because y'all don't own nothing. But that's another
Stop.
that's another story.
So you guys see what I have in the background. This is a map of like Jeffries Freeway, I guess, and Ediston Ford.
Okay, we
Ediston.
hold on. Edison Freeway, which is I-94.
It's not. It's got Jeffries right here. What are you talking about? This. Oh, this word right here. Okay, go ahead.
Jeffries Freeway is I-96.
Mhm.
So that's the way we on the west side.
Mhm. Is this the best side or east side is the west? East side.
I don't really think it's a best side. Both sides have really nice neighborhood. The more
Mhm.
historical neighborhoods are on the west side, though.
So as you see this map right here, you see there's a lot of green. You can. This is the Land Bank's website. You can play around with this. For houses for sale, auction, own it now, renovation problems, vacant land. I think we just bought one of the houses beside. Well, I'm getting ready to do it tomorrow. Call me tomorrow. I'm gonna buy it for $100. The property beside ours.
The land, the lot.
The land, the lot. Um, and I'm gonna decide from there. But if you take this right here, you guys, and click that off. Okay, see how that did that? See how that did that? Now let's go over here to take off the renovation program. Let's do this and own it now or auction. See how you did that?
Mm.
See how that zoomed down? So I like how they've been trying to update this website because I know they've been pouring money into it. So again, this is a street. Again, every property that's on here, I would say, oh hell no. But I would just say
Um, it depends. Like
it
I,
depends.
it depends on where that house is at if I would
Yeah.
buy it or not.
No, yeah. I mean, but I'm just saying in general. What I was trying to lead, I was trying to do something, but not on that. I was gonna say call Asia, book with Asia, but Asia, tell them this great contract you just got with the city.
So I do estimate. I'm actually about to start back doing work for the land bank. They actually reached out to me a while ago about coming back. Me and some other contractors, because a lot of us stopped because the money wasn't there. So now
Hmm.
that they understand that these how much work these houses really need to get them up to today's code, right? So
Hmm.
I'll be hopefully signing that one soon. But I'm actually about to be one of their estimators, and they're paying me very very swell to where my estimate fee is definitely about to go up.
Let's just say hypothetically, Asia has a almost 20% markup on her estimate fee. So you got to get in with her while you can't. Look, they might as well take a bulldozer to the back, knock that thing down.
Oh,
Um,
that's you can go and just tap that and that'll fall.
I know. So there's just a lot of stuff like when people say I want to use the land bank, I'm like, you
This
might
one
have a better.
The land bank is a great program, but if you don't have no monies, I don't
Yeah,
recommend it. If you want to slow
no,
roll it, buy anything but a land bank. If you want to
yes,
slow roll, not.
because I'm just showing you this, but I was gonna go over to realtor.com, y'all. That's what I was trying to do.
Mm.
Um, go ahead, keep talking. Ignore me.
Oh no, you good. So like with Detroit Land Bank, yes, the houses start at $1,000. Yes, you can get some for $1,000, but the way our market been lately is like eBay. Like the last 10 minutes where everybody started bidding, and then the price is about to be really crazy through the roof. The weather
Hmm.
is finally starting to break now, so that means the housing prices are about to go up because it's going to be warmer. People are going to be out and about, and that's like a really big buying season here in the city. Um, I'm trying to see which houses you showing.
Hold on, I'm gonna go price as high as the lowest because the when you go low, whoo, Jesus.
They go high.
Okay. Michelle Obama. Okay, so this is 225. It looks completely done. It's 6 bedroom, 4.5 bath.
That's a
I think it's multifamily. Oh, Jesus, it's still not done on the inside. What's going on? Fix it,
uh,
Jesus.
they'll probably still get it because that looks like
I
it
think
ain't.
it's a duplex.
It might be a single family.
I think I think I clicked multifamily on this thing.
Okay, because you got some houses that look like a multi from outside. You walk in like
Yeah.
one house, and then vice versa.
Let me
Oh,
see what this says.
that's LaSalle Gardens.
Yeah, that's a Richie Rich area. It says, okay, originally configured as a gracious upper and lower apartments with matching layouts, each unit with two. blah 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 rooms in natural sunlight.
Yeah, it's a
A
flat.
Yeah, a sizable unused third floor could transform to an apartment itself.
Yep.
Blah blah blah. 4-car garage needs repair. This is in Marcy Grove College in Detroit Mercy campus proximity.
Oh, they gonna get that. They probably gonna get over asking, and they probably still need another 100,000. They gonna get it.
That's crazy. But that is downtown. Look at that, y'all. You can't. They don't build architecture like this no more. I really want y'all to understand part
Yeah.
of why there's a series called Art Deco. If you guys ever, I'm a nerd, but if you ever go look it up, they make documentaries about Art Deco, and they were going around Detroit in the 1960s, filming, saying like you'll never get this again because
Nope.
it was like people building with marble and slab. Like that was crazy.
They we got some houses they got lime that's built out of limestone. Like Detroit got some beautiful houses. Like the houses that's over 100 plus years old
Girl,
already.
not $4 million for this apartment complex.
Oh, they gonna get it. That's on the north end. I remember what they used to look like.
They painted that. I remember that.
Yeah, remember it used to be yellow.
Yes, they
So
done
they
slapped
bought
some
it,
paint on
they
this.
renovated. That's 32 bedrooms, 44 baths, so some twos and some ones up in
This
there.
one's a 50.
And that's right in the heart of the north end. That's like 2 blocks from Woodward. They gonna get that.
Okay, sorry, y'all. I'm getting distracted. Um, okay, so ignore this. We done looked at that. I'm gonna go low again, but hold on, y'all. So this is a 32 bed, 44 bath apartment complex building. Where they
Yeah,
at? Right here. Yeah.
that's on Philadelphia and I think either
I wonder
Brush.
if this part is included because you would need a whole parking lot for sure.
It might be. It look like they kind of graded a little bit, but I think
Hey, they cleaned that out.
That's on Philadelphia and either Brush or Bogan.
Girl, look, they done got the drywall.
Yeah, they done gutted that. They gonna probably leave that brick exposed.
Hmm. I wonder why they selling that.
That's gonna be a good flip. And put all them refugees up in there at $2,000 a unit, please. Paid.
Okay, so y'all see where we are? This is the downtown. This is this building. If they would give me the lots beside it and could convert some of it into a parking lot, man, you can't tell me nothing. But there's a reason. I want to know what the reason. What's the reason? As McCarty says. What's the reason?
I was reading the fine print.
Details of what's left to be done are provided in the current contract in place. This project is ready for the finishing episode. 19 parking spaces. 19 parking spaces, y'all.
Well, it's right off a bus line,
I
so
know, I know.
yeah.
I was like, I would need the land lot beside it, just
So
for
they
that.
selling it as is. So all you
Yeah,
gotta do is come do your fence at 4.2 million, which they probably
they
close
gonna
around
get it.
three
Then
point
some
five,
hedge fund is gonna get it. Some hedge fund gonna do it.
and they're gonna put probably another 1 to 2 mil in it.
Look at this block right here, girl. How many houses is getting right here on this? Sorry, y'all. This is a very
That's one house. It's just a that's a duplex because they side by side. That's in the
mhm.
Ferry District.
Oh.
That's Brush Park. That's right.
Mhm.
So
This
literally,
is 24 bed, 9 bath. This is apartment.
yeah, that's in Virginia
Yeah,
Park.
this is decent too.
Oh, so this building right here, click on it. 1030
This
Van
one.
Dyke. That building when the market crash was $230,000. It had just
Mm,
because this is around the corner from me.
mm.
This is on Van Dyke and Lafayette is right there. As soon as you bust that left, it's right there on the right hand side. Anyway, when the
Look at
market
look who's parking there with an Audi and a Jeep. Okay, they in there.
right, so it looked
Girl, look at that little espresso machine.
it looked like this when they bought it. I guess they bought it from somebody for the low there, but I remember it was on the market for $250,000 back in like 13 or 14.
It's got the mailboxes. It's got the apartment.
Yeah, because they all 1 bedroom units in there. And they
Yeah,
want $1 million and they gonna get it because that's
they gonna get it.
West
Look
Village.
how close it is to the water.
That's Island
Hmm.
West Village.
I'm sorry. What are y'all saying in the comments? Hold on. Let me see. Engineering said lots of tech jobs, data science, many jobs paying that. Also, please turn on the closed caption if you allow kids to watch TV. Yep, kids work with word recognition. Yep. I just work as a third party with them boys. Everybody, Credit Solutions is the feds.
Right. You had
LG said, I know black people in Bay City, but yeah, not that many.
yeah, 2 or 3.
She said, see, my dad taught me how to read from coloring books. I had to spell whatever I wanted to color. Okay, that's the rule.
Mhm.
This person said East Texas basically what honey, let me tell you, when I drove through East Texas, I made no stops. I don't have time for them people. I always carry pew pew pew. I'm not playing with them people. You got to
Probably
get
good food though.
huh?
Good food, probably if it's West Louisiana, maybe.
No, girl, that's where them white people be not cooking at. But then they go, you get if sometimes you might get the Cajuns and they can cook. Yeah,
The Cajuns.
the Cajuns, the people that trying to claim they ain't got no black in them, but they do. Plenty of black people live in Bay City. Okay, well we gonna look up the numbers.
Yeah, because I don't.
Oh, girl, Sag Nasty is terrible. I know too many people who invested in Sag now, and they're like, Erica, never.
Saginaw to me is just. I want to live up there. It's just why. Like it's a number of wood frame houses up there, 2 or 3 bricks. Like, I remember one client paid me 1,500 to go up there and get a house because I just refused, and he kept upping the number. I was like, 1,500, I'll go up there today.
The credit solutions, aka the Fed, said the LLCs are buying up the ones I'm seeing in my Michigan paperwork. We got the Feds watching y'all. Please understand, building a building isn't a side hustle. It is not.
Facts,
It's some serious work.
facts.
Land bank houses need too much work. Yeah, I mean, for my opinion, when I see them, I'd be like, oh Jesus, like it's a project. It's a real project.
It's a full rehab, and
Yeah,
like
it's a
a
full
lot of
rehab.
people who do buy them are like homeowners because they giving them the money to fix them up through the 2 or 3K loans or the Detroit Home Mortgage Program or whatever bank want to get them some money. But you can buy land bank houses, the ones that don't need as much work. You gonna pay a lot for them.
Right, right, right. DL said 2017 started the last buying opportunity in Detroit. Am I right? Some people are complaining that appliances are being stolen or stripped for copper. Weren't some houses burned down for insurance money?
That ain't gonna change.
Yeah, I mean, I literally, um,
This is my thing. If you pay insurance and you don't and you do what you, it's a certain way you have to rehab a Detroit house. Like I have a whole system, so do other contractors. You can't just be like I know somebody. They put $30,000 windows in their house and they got stole that night. Like you thought, what you thought they was gonna do? They was probably sitting outside watching y'all put the windows in, and
I
then
wouldn't
now you
doubt it.
got to pay to get them put in again because you don't want to listen and secure the house like we tell them. Like they don't want to pay for dogs. They don't want to pay to board the house up or like I gotta tell you, you can't stop a thief. You only can slow them down.
I
It's,
believe that.
you can't stop them. And if you think about it, a lot of the people who are breaking in these houses, they ain't no young folks. They the probably I'm gonna say 45 and up people.
They listen, y'all, them old crackheads.
The young ones
It's so sad. It's like they be 40 plus, 50 plus, got skill enough to take the bricks off the back of houses beautifully.
go get a job.
Go get a job, brother.
One
Go
of
get a job.
my attorney friends seen them taking bricks off the house, and he sent me a picture. I was like, go get their phone number.
Well, and here's the one thing, I'm not gonna. Okay, y'all gonna be like Erica's disrespectful to black men on here, but here's the thing, y'all. I'm here in Austin, Texas, and half the people I meet with Michigan license plates, they're from Detroit and they're in construction. Like I used to joke about, oh girl, I'm seeing all these black men at construction sites. They were literally black people from Detroit with skills. So
Mm-hmm.
when we're making this joke, it's serious. You have carpentry work skilled folks out here. They just are misusing their talents. I don't know what the nice word is. That's as nice as I can get it.
But I ain't gonna just put it on us because you got the other ones that live across
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
in the suburb that's coming to take the brick off of our properties to come to fix up their property.
I
So they
believe it.
doing it too. And a lot of people be making it seem like it's just our kind breaking in these houses. No, it's others too because they know they feel like oh it's Detroit, nothing gonna happen to me, blah blah blah. Like it used to be a lot of illegal.
Nobody's gonna tell on them.
Yeah, but that's changing now because they used to be a lot of them big construction companies used to do a lot of illegal dumping in the city. So people
Hmm.
start getting their phones out, recording them, sending them to the news station, and they start getting all them $1 million fines and stuff and all that stuff. Start like y'all not about to dump in our neighborhood. Go dump in Royal Oak. Like go dump in Dearborn Heights or something like that. Don't be dumping over here in my hood.
I probably believe it's some of those them Dearborn folks, but I'm gonna leave that alone. I don't want them looking for me. Okay, Black Heights, advancing your career, $20 super chat. Shout out to Sis Erica, keep giving people game. Black Heights, listen, you guys, he's one of the visitors to the boat party, August 19th and 20th. You might gonna go to see him. You might want to come on into town. Asia's gonna be there too. I got to
Mm.
get that flyer put together, drop them faces on it. Thank you for supporting the channel. Make sure you come back on one of these Tech Tuesdays.
Ooh, ooh.
Yeah, must be mindful of the neighbors for sure.
So you got to be friends with the neighbor. I'm cool with all the neighbors. Like, I be like, look, how much you gonna charge me to just watch the house?
Hmm. Hmm.
Or give them a little job. Y'all cut grass, can y'all clean up around it, stuff like that. Because people just want some money to go get their next little 12 pack. That's it.
You already know. 2008 to 2010 was fire sale prices. They stopped burning properties down. Insurance companies wouldn't pay. I do feel like that's part of why they stopped burning for a while. They were like, no, we're not paying that.
Well, it was that, or people would just hire somebody that was like a good electrician and throw them some extra bread to make it look like it was in the house, because a lot of these old Detroit houses do got knobbing too. So unfortunately, those would cause fires, and they
Hmm.
just make it catch fire a little sooner than later.
Tam, after this summer, who knows what's happening? And once I get my two built constructions, y'all ain't gonna be able to tell me
I know
nothing.
that.
Saginaw is just another flit. Saggy. Ooh.
Well, I think, see, let me tell you about Flint. So
Okay, go ahead.
when the water crisis happened, Flint houses was cheap, like Detroit houses, two
Hmm.
grand, 5 grand, maybe 10 grand, and the houses were still in amazing shape.
Hmm.
Homeowners just wanted out because they didn't want to deal with that lead stuff. So then that black plumbing company got the $100+ million contract to do the plumbing. Then they had to get contracts for somebody to come in and fix the holes. They had to bust in the walls and to update all that. Now GM is talking about bringing the Buick plant back to Flint. So if that happens, that's going to make the values go up again. Because right outside of Flint, right, you got Sag Nasty, you got Grand Block, or however you pronounce it, and hell, Ann Arbor ain't too far from there either. So
Hmm. Hmm.
it just all depends. But I
Yep.
definitely think Flint gonna come back though.
She said, it will take time, but it's coming. My mom sold her house for 150K 30 years ago. It's on sale now for 3,700 for back taxes. Damn, Ebony.
That's sad for
That's
3,700 for some
sad.
Texas. Well, I know people who done lost their house to tax for like $1,000. I'm like, so you telling me y'all didn't have $1,000 in y'all whole family? If all y'all didn't get y'all hair done for a month, y'all would have $1,000.
I can't.
I'm just saying.
Asia, y'all can't even get your hair done there. I thought them girls weren't doing hair out there.
Look, that's another topic. I told you I'm gonna do a video called "These 304s Don't Want No Money." They don't.
Somebody, Derek Moline said, "What about New Buffalo, Michigan, Western Michigan by the lake? What's wrong with them areas?"
I think that's like going up towards Kalamazoo and stuff, right? In Jackson,
I don't
Michigan.
know.
I think these are places that's not for our kind, so I don't really frequent those places unless I'm driving through to go to Chicago. But I don't really know nothing about no New Buffalo. Western Michigan is by the colleges and stuff, so that's Kalamazoo and I forgot what other little cities up there, Soaring Eagle
Mm.
Casino and stuff like that up there. But
Native American Casino,
yeah,
Soaring Eagle.
that ain't my hood.
Hey, powwow time. Like I grew up every summer with that. This is the type of energy information we need on daytime television. I can see her going on show. Man, you know what? I can't. They will put me off TV too quick. I can't. I would be like Steve Harvey giving too many motivational speeches.
I used to
Uh,
want to be on HGTV and stuff, but then as I grew, I was like, nah, bro, you have to Showtime me stars.
well, you know what? Listen, we talked about that off camera, but yeah, we might get a show. We might get a show, y'all. It just depends, you know. Y'all call y'all call Chip and Joanna out in Texas for me.
No,
Old heads steal all your copper. They do steal all your copper.
that they
Old
take
heads can't work a real job.
they can't.
Old heads get it in. They don't want to schedule. That's why they still y'all. One of my properties has an old tenant. He had a back surgery and his lung punctured. And he
Jesus,
had like all these scratch off tickets, at least $500. I mean, it was a stack. I want to say you could have paid some rent, baby. You trying to hit the lottery up here? You could have paid some
he was
rent.
waiting on that one hit quitter.
Yeah.
He needed that 9 to be a 6, baby.
I
That's
just
it.
was like, y'all, come on now. Yeah, I'm trying to work with you. Please help me. Sabrina said, my family left Detroit when I was 16. I would love to invest in the city, but I don't know. I don't want to deal with the foolishness.
The foolishness really happened when people don't listen to me, because I think what it is, a lot of people think we be trying to get over on them, but we be telling them the actual truth. So a lot of them got to get their feelings hurt and get burned, and then they come back to me, and I just be with open arms. But I'm gonna text you though. Oh, Reg, what up though? Reg is the man. He knows so much stuff.
Reg, you the man? What's going on, Reg? Why
Reg
you
is
ain't
the
been on the
man.
show?
He a broker. He been licensed 20, 30 plus years. He
Girl, look
specialized
at the old stuff
in
inside
probate
this house.
deals.
You see this house? Look at the knobs and the doors. I love that stuff.
Yeah, I try to preserve that stuff if I can. If the house was somebody was living in it, you can preserve it. But if it's been sitting there vacant 10 or more years, I try to keep that trim. Like you can restore that. I keep my floors, but more than likely, I only keep my hardwood floors. Everything coming out brand new.
Well, people want them for the old look. You know what I'm saying? exposed brick right here, kind of thing.
I did that on my flip. I exposed the chimney.
Hmm. They got these old radiators though. They can let that go. I just, it may be decorative, but I just see a baby touching it. That's all I see when I see those is
Yeah,
somebody baby
ooh, them things get hot.
grabbing that thing, and I'm like, I told you. You
But
at least didn't say nothing about no children.
see, they didn't gut the house, so that's probably why they left them. If they would have gutted the house, they probably would have updated, converted it.
It's beautiful. It's just sometimes when I see stuff like this, I'm like, you're thinking of Gen Xers or Gen Z or millennials that are gonna live downtown. Girl, not the brick by the bathtub. I can't. That's too much. I can't- that one I don't like. I don't like that. I don't know why. It's just
I would have left the brick, but I wanted
I
it
don't like
a tub.
that.
I would have did an enclosed shower or something like that, and then sealed it with the poly or whatever, so it wouldn't get no water damage.
I
That's what
don't
I
like it. But this is some beautiful stuff. I
go back
mean,
to
just
that door. Now
this
that's
door.
not no cheap door.
What door? This door?
Yeah, that's not no cheap door.
They don't even make wood like that. We don't even have them trees no more in America. We done cut them all down.
And even get it fabricated, that's a $6,000-7,000 door.
It's ridiculous. I mean, I wish we could go back and plant trees. We make millions. Um, for real.
They got a tree program in Detroit. I posted on my stories today. If you want a tree planting in your neighborhood, you got to call them because they got some $5 million grant to plant trees or something.
Girl, look at these houses. Contingent. That was for sale. That's nice.
That's Boston.
That's massive though. It's just massive. The
The
heat and
biggest,
gas bill.
that's a duplex.
Mm-hmm. What's that? That's like an old school.
Probably on Junction Street. That's Southwest Detroit. That mother going for 615.
Yeah.
Southwest is coming up, baby.
They said they gonna make their money before they leave.
You gonna get some good tacos right on the corner too. Oh, okay. Go to this house on Aretha Avenue. So they
We're
built,
here.
yeah. So that's right by Wayne State in what's that neighborhood? Midtown, right?
Yep. Midtown and Medical.
They tore down the old Jeffrey projects and built those houses there. They kept two of the old projects and turned them into senior building, gutted them and renovated and stuff, and built townhouses in them houses. So they built them probably like early, maybe right before the market crash. When the market crashed, that house was like 70 grand, which is crazy. And then like those brownstones and condos right across the street from Little Caesars Arena, when the market crashed, them was 45 grand. Them boys almost $1 million now. And they need to be updated again because they built them like late 90s.
Look, Ebony, I'm in the same boat. 36 district behind. My tenants have not paid in 2 years. Girl, I'm going on October 2019. It's insane. I got some payment from the rent people, but that's why we have to pick particular areas in Detroit. Go to emerging areas only for now. Thank you. Everybody, I agree with Ebony. Go to emerging areas.
Yep.
North End, Midtown, Downtown. What do you think about those three areas?
Love them, but your buy-in is not gonna be what the other neighborhoods gonna be. Right now, North End, a gutted house gonna cost you about 80. If somebody living there on the low end, you're gonna pay 70.
Mm-hmm.
If it's already gutted out, you're gonna pay between 150, and it's still gonna need 200 because the houses they so big, or either they are two family because there's a lot of two family flats on the North End too. A lot of brick, some mixed with frame. Midtown is still kind of North End. New
Mm-hmm.
what's over there? New I can't think of the word. New something neighborhood. That's all over in there too.
Mm-hmm.
But like
Thank you for the super chat, Ebony.
yeah, you could buy in those emerging neighborhoods. You just gotta wait it out. Like you can just cause like I said, if you don't buy land bank, you could take 10 years to fix that house up.
Mm-hmm.
Just put some fire protection on there, board it up, secure it, pay the little $100 fee to the city every year, and keep the grass cut and shovel the snow. That's what I did for the one I sent that you saw on Kercheval and Cadillac. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to start that one once Balfour sells, and I bought that back in 2017.
Mm-hmm. The thank you, Ebony. Ebony, definitely email us at admin@classyclimbers.com. We'll talk about 36th district. How do homeowners deal with the Detroit government and its taxes? I read about how Detroit homeowners were overtaxed by 600 million.
All right, so the way they trying to fix that is they have a program to where overtaxed Detroiters or Detroiters in general can get their taxes waived as long as the house stays in the family. Every 2 years you have to reapply. So if you smart like me, you're gonna fill it out one time, don't
Mhm.
sign and date it, make a copy, or actually this is what I did. I filled it out one time. I just didn't sign and date it. I scanned into the computer. So when I gotta send it in just here, I'm just gonna print it off, sign and date it. That's all you got to do every 2 years. But who's going to do that, right? So if they give Detroiters back the money that they did that from, we will be beneath broke. We don't have to, and then the money is due for these pensions too. So that's another
That's why
thing.
I keep telling y'all these pension funds, they've got to find a way. These governments, that's why they're investing in everything in its mama. Like
Yeah.
if the city actually just repaired some of the places and get the property taxes, they would get it, but they don't want to fix it. They just want to collect a check, and that just ain't gonna work.
Well, to see with the pensions, the thing is they came to an agreement back during the bankruptcy to where they could hold off paying them. But now it's time to come pay because that bankruptcy been it's 2022. I think that's been almost 10 years or close to it. So
Yeah,
now
2008 is what? No, that's more than that's 14 years.
well, no,
2008.
that's when the market crashed. But the
Right,
pension
right.
came to like they came to some agreement back in like either 12 or 13. It was somewhat up in there once the bankruptcy was over because it was a part of the bankruptcy package. Because you got to
Mhm.
think everybody from the South came to Detroit when they was 16 to 21 years old and went right to that Ford plant, and they only not working there no more because they got bought out when the market crashed.
Mhm.
And that's my family too. So now a lot of them are moving back south, or either the kids got the houses and stuff like that. So that was a part of the tax issue too. But that was just another way to unfortunately gentrify the area. It's unfortunate. I don't agree with it. I think it's wrong. I do think Detroit should either get the money back, but I don't think they're gonna ever get it back. To be honest,
What you think about this 12 bedroom 4 bath?
where is it?
Hey, look at that corner. It looked familiar, don't it?
You do what's the street?
It said Belmont Street.
Oh, that's North End.
Mhm.
I buy that. I wouldn't pay no 549, but that's now numbers though, and that's the thing. I haven't paid more
What
than
you
10.
gonna do with the backyard? You have to fence that in. What we got to do for that?
I would fence it.
Mhm.
That's about it.
Well, the only reason I say that, y'all probably be like, Erica, I know you want to leave Detroit alone. Any market you go into, girl, no, they didn't do blue right here. Look
I,
at this.
I love that cedar shake they left
Kind
in
of
there.
difference. Yeah, it's different. Any city you go into, I'm just gonna be honest. The cheaper you go trying to get a deal, the longer you're gonna have to kind of deal with that area to make it till it turn around. When you go up in some money, you usually get, you know what I'm saying? You're paying for somebody already finished product, basically.
Yeah,
Like, look at it, look at this.
or
Who
you can
is living like this?
the ones who don't want to make no money braiding hair. That's who living right like that.
I can't. And why would the realtor take this picture? I don't understand these realtors. They are crackheads. Do y'all see this picture?
They
Would
gotta
you
be
take
their
this
first
picture?
listen.
Somebody please, who's a realtor, see this and tell me if you would take this picture.
If
We're
Red's
gonna
on there,
make
Red Keith.
Reg, let us know. Reg, who is this realtor? Let's make them feel bad about themselves. I would never take a picture like this. Can y'all see this? Let me
Is
put it
that a
up like this.
TV on the floor? What's that in that? That's a small.
TV on the floor, some wet wipes. I'm like, what is this? A
What's that?
crack
A
house?
19 inch? That's a little TV.
I can't.
Is that an
Uh,
air mattress?
Derek McLean said, I'm from Chicago. New Buffalo is close. It's like a white beach town on the border of Indiana.
Yeah, I was about to say I knew that one like really like near us. That's like going towards Chicago.
Hmm. Um,
Back to this ghetto picture.
tenant left put okay. The tenant put hamburger inside the walls. I have to gut all the drywall. They left 2 weeks ago. Neighbor said it's a headache. Ebony.
Oh, if they left, did you get possession back of the house? Like I'll go
Ebony put dogs on there.
put
Call
dogs in
Asia.
there yesterday, so they can't never get back in. Make sure your insurance up to date now, in case they want to come back and be a little grimy. At least you get the check.
Yeah, you might want to book a call with Asia.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
hamburger, that's a new one. I know people pull Quick Creek down the drains. I done seen that.
Well, it's not even hot yet, but hamburger's still gonna stink either way.
It's gonna rot and then it's gonna attract
Yeah.
squirrels and stuff like ew, disgusting.
This man said, "How do you deal with the winter weather in Detroit?"
As far as doing construction work, that's what we got heat, we got torpedoes, propane. But
Mhm.
it depends on what phase. Like it depends on who project I start and when. If we start in the summer and I know it's gonna take us through that winter, I just make sure everything is good to go when the winter comes, so we straight. But as a company, you can't get cut off with DT because if you do, then you got to pay a deposit to get back on.
Or
I
somebody steal your meter?
that too, but they put meters outside. Some meters are still in the basements, like my meter is in the basement. But in the winter, you got to keep that furnace on because the temper dropping, then you got a problem. But as long as you replace all your copper pipes, you ain't got to worry about them freezing. But you don't want your walls like expanding and contracting either,
Mhm.
especially if you still like got to put up drywall and stuff.
All right. Oh man, thank you so much. I'm screenshotting this right now as you say it. There's 295 people here. Make sure y'all hit the like button. I don't ask for nothing. The likes are free. Journey to Jasmine say, if you want to change your economic condition, listen to Erica. Get into tech. Get a skill. Do something.
You read like that.
Just I just got my first promotion ever with a healthy raise. Just got in the tech. Get up and get this jet stream. Listen, Jasmine, I can't wait for you to see you at the boat party. I can't wait to see you. She gonna be there. We gonna toast up to your promotion.
Congrats.
Um, thank you for the 1999 super chat. This person said a lot of people prefer radiators. Boilers are now 18 by 18 and are condensing and highly efficient. No need to get rid of radiators. Your thoughts on that, Asia?
Peace out, radiators. We're not dealing with that.
I look at this room. Look at these people living like this.
They iron their clothes now, be out here all wrinkly.
I just think these realtors taking these
Oh,
photos.
that's a whole house. That's a brick basement.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna put kills paint and all that. They ain't even take picture inside. That's a nope. That's a nope for
Even
me.
with that ghetto picture with the air mattress, it's gonna still sell. Cause that's the thing. Like, if you do the bare minimum,
Oh, girl, look at this one. Go ahead.
if you do the bare minimum to update your flip here in Detroit, it's gonna sell. Cause these houses are old. They still got that checkerboard tile in there, and they still get 800 a month rent for that. So if you go in there and do the bare minimum, even if it's a piss poor rehab, it's still gonna sell.
Look at this. Somebody was putting money in this one.
They did a good job.
They want that out. They want that Airbnb VRBO money or something. Look at that basement, y'all. It's so rare to see a clean Detroit basement.
Yeah,
It's so
really
beautiful.
clean. Black ceiling, dry lock the walls, gray on the floor. And if they want to finish it, they do that when they move in.
That's beautiful. Oh, look at that. Um,
That's nice.
get off my screen. Add choices. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I will get lost up in here. But yeah, so there's some duplexes in here. That's 360. It's not too crazy. What was the other? Somebody had another question in here.
That's over here by me, Fairview 4214. That's
Where? Yeah.
right here for
Mhm.
sale 359. That's new construction. They built them like around 2000, 2005 maybe.
Mhm.
Market crash, them was like $40,000, $60,000.
Look at that one. That one's down 30K. I wonder why. Atkins Street.
Atkinson, yeah, that's right next door to Boston Edison.
Why do you think it went down 30K?
Unless
They
it was
want too much,
could be
huh?
that, or they listed it too soon. Like now the weather's starting to break. Now it's time to really list your stuff.
Yeah,
The,
just knowing them pictures
right. So this probably been on the market for a minute. They could have did something better with that back porch.
for sure. That's really, really whack.
But they rebuilt the garage though.
Ooh, look at that little bookend and
That looked good.
everything. That look good. I thought it was a duplex, but it looked like it's just a one.
It's just a big one.
No, we got apartment on the side. Hold on. That's an apartment on the side. Property details. Beautifully remodeled. Da, 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 da. No, it's a one. No, it's a one.
No, that's a
Okay.
single family. I don't think
Yeah.
Atkinson division have any two families. If they do, it's not a lot.
I wonder what they bought that for though.
Depending on when they did.
hmm Okay, but anyway, let me get in these comments. We have some words from our sponsors, real quick. And we're gonna get into Asia's got some products and stuff. Y'all can come check it out. Somebody said this reminds me of Evansville.
Of who?
Evansville, Illinois. Thank you for 499 super chat. Okay, y'all got a bunch of stuff. Hold on, let me you guys hold on one second. I'm gonna some stuff from our sponsor for 2 seconds.
Okay.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Can you hear it? Asia, I saw your lips moving. I hope you was not talking to me because I can't hear you in that song. What was
Oh
you
no,
saying?
I was talking to the people on Instagram. They was asking me about that tax thing, so I was telling them where to find it.
Okay, all right. So let's go here. Um, let's see. Question: What are your thoughts on the city not releasing a bunch of property for sale to the public in Jefferson Chambers area? I don't even know what that is.
Uh, I think that's because either some developer they about to auction off to, sell to, because Jefferson Chalmers is right by the Detroit River. That's a big flood zone though. So the closer you are to the water, you know your bigger chances of flooding. But
Mm-hmm.
the numbers over there are amazing. Cause literally you take Jefferson down like any one of them little side streets, it's gonna run you right to the Detroit River. So and then that's another thing I tell people, all urban neighborhoods where we live at across the country that's surrounded by water, you know, they used to be the ghetto. Ain't the ghetto no more.
I mean, you can go look at any city, any state. That's
Anyone.
basic. You can go anywhere. Let me see. Somebody said, "Look, he know." They said the realtor is out of the pocket. The
Out of their
realtor
mind.
is a comedian.
I think this the realtor first listing.
They said Reggie is the real, real. He laughing because that's ridiculous.
Yeah, this
The
they
realtor
first
didn't even
time.
have enough common sense to stage the place for taking pictures. Y'all, it'd be really crazy out here.
He or she was better off sliding that air mattress just out the picture and
Two
move all the
seconds,
yeah, 2 seconds and then throw it back.
just lazy.
So that means when they show the houses, that room looking like that,
Oh, I hope not. I pray not. That would be really awful. Um, let me see
sad
here.
day.
Uh, they said correct. That's why old said emerging area. You can't get 50K for no house, but no one in their right mind with moving it. No police, food deserts, crime, drugs at gas stations. Dang.
That's all changing. Like, all right, so anybody on your show that's on Instagram, follow Crime in the D, which is the Detroit page that I don't even watch the news. I go in there and get all my news. It show
Hmm.
everything going on in Detroit. But if you pay attention, a lot of the crime is starting to happen across 8 Mile in these suburban communities. Crime still happening in Detroit. I don't think that's gonna change. It might get minimized, but the level of crime that's happened across 8 Mile is some of the crime that Detroit used to do. And I'm like, ain't nobody paying attention to this. Like, it's just like a aha moment. So it's definitely something to pay attention to. I was reading what you said. The feds, what they wrote said that they giving that lived in feel, talking about the ambiance. Absolutely not. But no, like people who want to invest with the land bank, I mean, it's cool if your money long, go right ahead. If you ain't got no time, if you have a time frame or your money can, you can have the money to do the rehab within 6 to 12, really 6 to 9 months, but they'll give you extensions as long as you just don't like go AWOL and abandon the property or whatever. You have to keep in contact with them. They will take your house back. I've been on some houses where they them boarding them up, took the house back. They didn't put no permit, stuff like that. But anything by the water is worth a lot of money right now in any black neighborhood. Like look at Chicago, look at us, look at Oakland in California. Like that's the bay, that's surrounded by water and what's going on out there. So I get a lot of clients from California and New York because New York, y'all, to me, New York real estate is the most disrespectful real estate in the world. That's just me. Because for
Hmm.
all the money y'all paying in that little bit of space, y'all ain't even got no yards. Like in Detroit, we have yards. We have a front yard, a backyard. You might even have a little yard on the side of the house. I can put my hand out the window and don't touch the house next door to me. Not in New York. So, and y'all property taxes is disrespectful too.
Someone said the city of Southfield is gentrifying its downtown area by rehabbing Northland Center into a mixed-use area with rent starting at 1,100. Is that
Yep.
Detroit?
So Northland is the first mall of America. So they tore it down a couple years ago, but they gonna keep the land and put these nice rentals and condos on it. So
Hmm.
literally, this is Northland. You cross 8 Mile, this is Detroit. So it's like North Detroit basically. But that's definitely true. It's definitely happening. Everything that borders Detroit, right on the other side of 8 Mile, like Warren up to like maybe 10 Mile when you get close to Center Line, Oak Park, that part of Southfield, like we all going there and then all the other people they coming here, so it's like a reverse migration going on. It's crazy, but that's
Okay.
definitely true about Southfield. Southfield
So
got good rents though.
Somebody said Southfield will be higher than 1,100 per month. Detroit is getting 1,100 a month now.
Yep, and that 1,100 a month gonna be fixed income. So what the market rate gonna be? I agree with that. Because right now, so when the market crashed, Detroit was so beautiful to investors because the houses were cheap. They were still in pretty good condition when it first crashed, but the rent was still $800. Now $800, you are in the hood and you in a 2 bedroom. A 3 bedroom in Detroit ain't even been update going damn near for 1,000 right now. You ain't even updated it. You might have just went there and threw a coat of paint on the wall. That's it. Now if you done rehabbed it, now you getting 11, 1,200, maybe up to 1,500 a month, depending on what neighborhood you in.
LG says she used to work at Northland in the 80s. It was wild.
Northland was some good times. Good
Is that a
Chinese
good
food.
time as in positive or good time as in dangerous?
Uh, maybe a mixture, but they had the best food court, the Chinese food. That was Sunday dinner. Like after church, we going to Northland getting us some Chinese food. They had some good Chinese food.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay. Come invest in Cleveland around the Cleveland Clinic and University area. Cleveland's got some nice, surprised me how nice some of the areas were. Somebody said crime shifts is from people leaving Detroit and crossing 8 Mile when those properties crashed in value.
Boom. So what you think about to happen? You're not gonna be able to afford to come back to Detroit as a tenant or as a homeowner. That's a fact because everybody crossing over, leaving the suburbs, going over there. So they crime is up, but Detroit crime gonna end up going down. Now they gonna probably put us to where certain people only live in an isolated neighborhood, but I mean when houses in Brightmoor value done went up, you already know what's going on. If you're from Detroit and the red zone about to get $5 million from Chase Bank or somebody to go to home ownership over there to help bring the houses up to date and up to code. What you think gonna happen?
Well, you already know I'm making this a clip for Instagram, so brace yourself. Smile. I be telling them make clips and they be like, "Where?" I have to write it down. All right, not trying to be funny, but who moving to Detroit? Ukrainians? All
They are.
kind of people.
Ukrainians are
Russians.
definitely coming here because their family is here. They live in Banglatown and Pole Town,
Hmm.
and they
Folks
come
is on
here.
there.
And Big Daddy Biden giving out all kind of money to rent to them. And guess who about to be?
Somebody said Afghans. We had Afghans in Fayetteville, Fort Bragg.
They already here. The what is it?
Hmm.
Syrians,
Syrians.
Syrians. They
Hmm.
it's over 200 of them living in hotels because they can't find no adequate housing for them in Detroit.
And that's so funny. Adequate housing. What's adequate for everybody? What's adequate for everybody else is my whole point. That's just
Well, what they mean
interesting.
by adequate is they put on there it can't pass the city inspection. The house is not up to date. It's not up to date, but up to code at least. Got that old fuse box in the basement for a panel waiting to explode. Like I mean,
Stop. Okay, wait. Let's put.
it's the truth.
Okay, Asia, bring it back. Detroit Yellow Pages. What is this about? You got Detroit Yellow Pages Volume 1 and 2 bundle. You got Volume 2 Yellow Pages, and you have the Rolodex Investors. How to invest without using your own money. What is in these packages, baby?
All right, so the investor Rolodex is a lot of lenders that I've personally done business with over the
Hmm.
years,
Hmm.
and that's offered me money, or either I borrowed money from them, or either some of my clients borrowed money from them. So that's that one. So it's a couple pages worth of good information. I'm actually going to do a volume 2 to that probably sometime this summer.
Okay.
The real estate yellow pages is basically stuff that people that I figured out over the years was too lazy to Google because they just didn't. The people that was in Detroit, and then
It
I found
says It says, "Do you want to sell your house but not sure where to start? You always want to flip a house in Detroit, don't know where to start? If you answer yes to any of these questions, this manual's for you within the pages of this ebook. You'll
why are
find
you
all
telling
the
me that?
important city contacts." Y'all, she's trying to interrupt my commercial voice. Okay, go ahead.
I mean, good job, but it just threw me off guard. But basically, so y'all remember back in the day, y'all had the big old thick yellow pages that used to hold up your TV stand or your bed frame, or
Mhm.
insert furniture here. So basically, I recreated that because people kept getting got, and I was like, well, this is a list of people that I know are good brokers, property managers, stuff, do good business that either I personally done business with or some of my clients, and I wanted to put them out there so y'all kind of got somewhere to start. Now, I will say everybody who went outside of this end up getting got, and they'll be like, "Oh, well, they said they know you. Just because they know me don't mean we friends." So that's another.
But in this book is the people I list for a
And this book
reason.
is the people that actually do good business. I've never done business with them, so I don't recommend
Because
that,
y'all have some superstars of scamming up there too.
bruh. I never forget
We
when
ain't got to talk about them, but you know.
we not, but that was hilarious. That was on Help Me Hank. That's a that's channel, I think channel 4, channel 2 news, where people call in to get help with stuff like if they got or something like that. Because it happened to a lady in Florida was investing in Detroit,
Hmm.
paid the wrong person, and it went from there.
So what's your thoughts on the Shay Show? You know, the Shay Show been around forever.
I
I was
love
even on there today. I put some super chat on there, messing with him. Like, come get my tenants out. Um,
I
what's your
like
thoughts
the
on
Shay
Shay Show?
Show. I like it because he showed what's really going on. Like Detroit is not all peaches and cream. Like I'm not gonna tell people that. Like, am I an advocate for Detroit? Yes, this is my city. I love it to death. But there is some good and some bad here, and I like that he shows both, just like we show both. He a little yeah, he pretty raw though, but I like him because of that. He show it because he been on probably at least 10 years.
Does it help Detroit or hurt Detroit?
I think it helped because it's showing both sides of it. Like, hey, this is what could happen.
Hmm.
Like he show advances, he show how the people leave the houses and stuff. Like when clients don't pay him, or shoot, when they contractors run off, then they hire him. So I don't know. I'm for the Shay Shore. He funny.
Okay, okay, okay. What? Tell us about your boat party. That's the last thing left on the thing we ain't talked about, baby. Tell us about. Well, it's not a boat party.
Well, not a boat party. So we
Yeah.
doing Detroit Real Estate Weekend, which is a mix of the tour that we normally do every year, and we doing like a investment panel in Detroit. So I got some people from City Planning coming to speak. Hopefully the land bank. I'm finalizing all the details this next week. I have a lot of special invited guests, such as Erica. Nas, the real estate guru, is coming. Real estate coach Carter on IG is coming. Giselle, I Heart Credit is coming. So it's gonna be pretty dope. Is August 4th through August 7th. We have VIP packages and regular packages available. VIP is going to be at Detroit Pizza Bar, which is a brand new black owned pizza spot right in the heart of the city. I try to do business with people that, look like me as much as I can, have the events at their space because it helps, bring promotion and stuff to their spots too.
Hmm.
So it's gonna be pretty dope. So Thursday is the VIP mixer. Friday is the actual like panel and stuff at the Aloft Detroit Whitney. We normally have it at Greektown, but we changed the hotel up so we could show people another side of downtown Detroit. So
Hmm.
the Aloft is like literally right in the heart of downtown. All the stadiums is right there. You can get out, walk around, see all the new construction, all the new redevelopments. And then that Saturday, we're doing a tour of Detroit, east and west side. We're gonna walk a couple properties. We normally take you from a $20,000 house all the way up to $1 million house, so you can kind of see the type of properties that Detroit has to offer.
Hmm.
And then at night we have a private mastermind, and we might tour this container home site here too that I'm officially a contractor for, or I'm one of their licensed builders on staff. So I'm trying to work those details out too.
Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. I like it. So, everybody, if you want to hit up her for any of those ebooks or the event right here, it's also in the description. I'll also tag it in the first link of the video. There were still 300 people here a little bit earlier ago. Make sure y'all hit the like button. I know we hit an hour and 13 minutes, but we being here cracking up. This is just, it's a city, right? With any city, there's good, there's bad, there's interesting. Um, but hopefully, Asia will be a part of some of my chronicles in Florida, my video chronicles of the water built project. We'll see. We'll
Oh,
see.
come.
Yeah, yeah. We'll see her in June. You listen, if y'all want to go to that boot camp, it's gonna be Litty McLit. That's all I'm saying. Come to this event or the boot camp in June. Y'all gonna have fun. So, Asia, where can they find you on the internet? Where can they find you, boo boo?
My website is distancconstructionservices.com. A lot of my information is there. I'm on these Instagram streets. My personal page is Lady Contractor. That's a little over all over the place. We're gonna laugh and you're gonna learn some stuff on that page.
Hmm.
And then the business page is Denson Construct Serve. What else I got? I'm on TikTok too, a Lady Contractor. I'm on YouTube. I'm basically everywhere except for probably Snapchat. I just couldn't get with that.
Yeah, they can have it.
Yeah, I couldn't get with Snapchat. Too much going on.
You see
Um,
what they say right here.
yeah, I'm reading it. I mean, it's true. We are the one. I think we are the blackest city in America, though. I think we still over 80 some percent black,
Possible.
which is pretty dope. which is pretty dope. But like I tell people, once they fix these schools, and the school system is coming, because a couple summers ago, Black Detroit got mad because they had a billboard up right in Midtown that said, I think it was like "Welcome new DPS students, Detroit Public School," and all the kids was not black kids. They had on like uniforms, but like the nice preppy suit uniforms.
Mm-hmm.
Not one kid of color up there, and I was like, y'all better pay attention because what you think about to happen? Oh, thank you, Miss Claudette. Appreciate it.
For sure, for sure. All right, Asia, thank you for being here tonight. It's been a blast. Thank you everybody for being here. This is your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. You can catch me on Instagram or here on YouTube. You know, I be in these streets. So, anyways, you guys have a wonderful evening. Asia, tell them goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you for having me. Everybody have a great evening.
Listen, listen. Don't y'all be throwing in bombs right as we closing the show out. Dr. Anderson said them Arabs on up all the gas stations up there this
They
season.
do because all right, real quick. All the black people used to own all them gas stations. Then when I forgot what war, whatever that was going on in the 70s, and all the Arabs,
Vietnam War.
they still and they start coming over here and stuff. They start giving them money and they start buying up all the black stores. So that's exactly what happened.
There you go. And somebody says Southfield is a good area to invest.
Very good.
Anyway, but all right, you guys love throwing them last minute bombs. All right, you guys. Later.